Hello, it's Jacqueline Tsuma back again, and I'm the founder of Real Estate Empire. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing everything you need to know about our program pack, starting six-figure investing, and how it could help you overcome just the limitations in place for you to be ready to start your six-figure investing journey. Okay, we talked about how today we're going to discuss the different options you can get for financing, right? But first, I've got a lot of emails over the past few years from some of you in our community that have expressed some very big concerns. Those emails say one of two things. Either it's, Jackie, I'd love to learn how to make high yield rents from my property, but what if I don't have a property already? It's a great point. After all, it really doesn't make any sense for you to learn how to get high yield rents from cash flow from your property, if you don't have a property to rent in the first place. Okay, now the other group says, yes, I know I should have been able to purchase my dream home by now, but I can't get financing, or I can't get people I trust to work with, or I want to build and I'm outside the country. So if that's you, I have great news. I've decided it's time to solve the problem for you. So right now, by the way, you're probably stuck in one of these two problems. Number one, maybe you want to make high yield rents from property and you want to get started on a six-figure investment, but you have no idea how. You also know that this short-term rental model is where it's at, but how can you get a property that will earn you that 5 or 6 figures in dollars? Will you break even? Will you choose the right property? Most importantly, by the way, will anyone ever rent it in the first place? Or maybe you have a property already. This is number two. But you don't know how to position it so that people who want to rent it will rent it. Probably some years ago, maybe you brought something, it's not bringing the rental revenue expected, and now you want to buy one. You're not sure if it'll bring your cash flow to speak of, or you have no idea where to get a good rate for financing back home, and that can take a toll on your confidence. It just makes you wonder, did I make the wrong investment? Why can't I get financing? Maybe they don't think the property is that great. When you think of people who want to rent it, maybe you think, did I not reach the right people? Is my property just not good enough to earn me high returns? So tell me, which of these sound like you? Whichever boat you're in, I promise you, I can help. If there's one thing my team and I specialize in, it's actually helping those living abroad or at home, just like you, monetize their property into lucrative investments that consistently earn them $2,000 to $5,000 or more a month in rent. And there's just one problem though. You want to break into the short-term rental market. You want to use property to make you a handsome return, but there really aren't any high-quality trainings out there that give you exactly what you need to take the first step. They either give you this broad advice with no real instruction, or they're just full of hogwash. By the way, has anyone recently, invested in the latest market trend, those developments that don't really pan out? I mean, it's a catch-22. And are you really happy putting off property investing for another year? Are you really satisfied with always saying, I'll start next year, then next year comes and you find yourself still at the same place? Change, no matter how big or small, it's never easy. That's the truth. It's actually challenging to deal with getting denied for financing, feeling your dream of investing in property is impossible, or that internal pressure from knowing that you can get more, but somehow you just can't seem to get moving. Okay? But worse, there are doubts and fears that come up. And if you've ever heard yourself saying, if only I could quit procrastinating and make a decision on an investment or just get moving somehow, it's okay. It's totally normal. I feel you. You want to start. You know that you should be much further along in your investing journey by now than you are, but you are not. You can't figure out where the money you make goes at the end of the month. You're making a good salary, but it just feels like sand through your fingers. Your spouse keeps talking about getting a place for the family, and you keep pushing back. You don't know how to even start. I get it. That was me some years ago. Feeling like time was running out, seeing other people speed ahead and feeling left behind, wondering what we're doing wrong. Well, I've got good news. You can actually change your situation. Your past does not determine your future, okay? You're in complete control of your investing journey from this point forward, okay? Let's look at the facts, yeah? Every year, there are people just like you who are getting started with their property investment journey, and they're getting cash flow from it, and they're really feeling finally that they've achieved the dream. The fact is, there are more people today accomplishing this dream from property investments than ever before. And with the amount of information and tools and resources out there, it's never been easier. So I didn't say it was easy. I just said it's never been easier. But that's why, it's such a great time right now to commit to starting your property investment journey. And just imagine how it will feel to finally know that you're on track to get your first property investment going. Okay? And just imagine having the know-how to just build the 6-figure properties that you manage and just really feel on top of things. Just imagine being connected to others who are on the same journey as you, all committed to achieving this 6-figure cash flow from their properties. This is the opportunity that we have today as real estate investment leaders. And it's the reason that I'm so passionate about this work. This is the reason why I created Real Estate Empire and starting 6-figure property investment. Okay? And this is what I have for you. Okay? If you're an African professional, you're living abroad, or you're a professional from absolutely any country that wants to invest in Africa, but you aren't getting closer to buying your dream house, or you're a professional who's wanted to start your property investment journey for years, but you aren't earning that 6-figure cash flow from property yet, or maybe you just aren't sure where to get started with real estate property investment, this starting 6-figure property investment pack can help. That's why I'm actually personally inviting you to be part of this brand new training, never before offered anywhere at any price, for an investment that's much lower than we've charged before. Okay? And here are some of our clients who've had some great success. I'm going to share them with you. This is some of the case studies that we can show you, like Anne, who got $300,000 in financing pre-approval. She got it within days of submitting her paperwork, by the way, even if she's a diaspora living abroad. And she actually saved $4,000 a year in interest rates by using our method compared to the what she knew. And then we have Daniel, who got $270,000 in financing pre-approval. Even though in the past it was difficult to just get clear feedback from the banks when you're abroad, even not knowing how to start the process living in the US. Then we had Peter Obeno, who got his first guest once he actually had his property. He already had his property and now wanted to finance subsequent properties through cash flow. Had his first guest within 24 hours of his listing going live. It was crazy because we helped him set up everything, and really was able to get 20 plus bookings in less than 30 days. And all this after his house had been empty with no tenant for up to 8 months. And then we had Maureen, who came to us and we helped her. She actually started off with 5 properties, and you know what? She grew to 5-figure months in only 4 months. As you can see from here, the highest income is slightly under $10,000, and this was even only from one single platform. Okay, because she wanted to replace her income with this side business, and it was just phenomenal. And she financed this through personal just loan and partnerships. Okay, that's a very powerful method of financing. Then we had Catherine Amusa, who also owned her own property and wanted to just be able to get help to pay the mortgage. When she listed her home, she almost doubled her rental return in the first month alone. When she got a guest booking her place as a furnished apartment for 30 days. Okay, that was crazy. I mean, she was so blown away by it. And speaking still on financing, we had Teresa and Benson, who leveraged other people's property and had their first client within 24 hours of completing the setup. And they went on to also get financing pre-approval and get to purchase, to actually make an offer on their dream home as well in the coast, right? And then here we had Lillian, who owned her property and is now actually on the second apartment after her first apartment welcomed its first guest within days of listing, and that gave her a 10 out of 10 review. It was super phenomenal. So let's get back to the rest of our chat, and I'll tell you how possible it is to accomplish this. So I have loved working with every single one of them. What about you? Let me actually tell you a little bit about this starting 6-figure property investment pack, right? It's a special pack created from Africa's best-selling online coaching and investment support program for African real estate investors called Real Estate Empire. So this is a 4-week training program, okay, that teaches you how to get started on 6-figure investment and just overcome what's stopping the people, you, me, whoever is out there who want more cash flow from property. On it, I take you by the hand and I walk you through the process of making your very first 6-figure real estate investment that can bring you $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 a month or more. So this is what we're going to be focusing on in this training. How to choose the property that will bring you high returns. That's easily worth 5 to 6 figures in dollars per year. And for good measure, we're giving you the exact analysis framework and worksheet that will help you compare 2 or 3 properties with each other so that you can see clearly which will be best for you. We're also going to be talking about just how to analyze short-term property rentals in your area of interest in order to gauge demand. We reveal our special hack that will get you analyzing African rental markets like a pro, so that when a great deal comes or when your financing comes through, you're ready. This will reveal to you how to beat the competition with your pricing when you launch, so that you don't have to wait more than a few days to get your first guests, and then see the guests pouring in after that. Even if you've been trying to do this for a long time and if you've had a hard time doing it and a hard run of it, okay? Then we're also going to show you the number 1 way to get started today with high earning properties. It has guests beating down your door. Again, even if you're just getting started, even if you've never been approved for financing their bank just yet, this method actually has one of my clients getting started without paying a huge deposit and getting guests from day one. I'm also giving you my fill in the blanks template for getting property owners as your partners. Just having them irresistibly drawn to your deal. In fact, you know what? Their mouths will be watering and you'll have their complete attention. Then we'll talk about how to put together a powerful property deal that gets you out there talking to owners and really being able to implement and launch something in hours. And just even how to be able to stay in hundreds of locations throughout the world for free. And this has actually saved us thousands of dollars in accommodation fees. For example, staying in exotic locations like in Kigali, in Johannesburg, in Kenya, among others. And how to do this all from anywhere in the world, or even line up 4 or 5 deals so that if you want, you can quit your job or retire early so that you have total freedom to travel with your family while you run your business. Now, who is this investment training for? Well, first, you must be willing to roll up your sleeves and get some serious work done on your business. Just few hours time a week, and it's not like get rich quick scheme. We've helped clients make investments that are now earning them $2,000 to $3,000 to $4,000, $5,000, but they broke their backs. Okay, so you need to be ready to work. So there's no refunds in this training, so plan to make the most of it. Number 2, starting up costs, just really anywhere from 2,000 plus. And let's say the first goes to rent and deposit. Come ready to make that investment or just get started saving towards it. It's time to get resourceful, okay? And then you must also be willing to just really, like I said, get that work. Spend that time, be able to do that analysis. And look, if you're not ready to do it right now, that's fine. Jump in. You have access to the program for life, so you can get started whenever. Then we also really ask, as a 4th thing, that you must operate with integrity, 100% in total integrity. If that's you, then we'd like to extend an invitation to you to join us. And it doesn't matter if you've only got 2 years experience. As long as you're ready to do the work. It really doesn't matter if you've got no property just yet. It doesn't even matter if you have no idea how to do this, because I'll give you the exact steps to get there. Okay, our graduates actually range from people who are just aspiring business owners who've never ever, aspiring property owners who've never done it before, to those who are owning 5 to 6 to 10 properties. Okay, so if that's you, come right in. And you know what? Who it's not for? I'll be honest, it's not for dabblers. It's not for people who are just transacting. It's not for tire kickers. It's not for those who just want to see what's inside and they never intend to do anything with it and then come back and say, oh, it didn't work for me. No, it's not for people who are looking for get rich quick scheme. It's not for people who just are looking for magic instant giant income with no work. All this takes work, okay? So this starting six-figure property investment pack is for people who are committed to getting started in their property journey in the next 3 to 24 months. If you don't have that commitment, well, maybe this is not the right time for you to sign up. But I also recommend that if you know you will be in the next 3 to 24 months, then do sign up and you can get started when you're ready. Okay, but this is also not for those people who blame everything around them on their results. Like, when you're ready to take charge and take responsibility for your financial future and financial freedom, this will be perfect. Now, the way that the program works, everything is provided in our membership only website. So all your course materials, all your downloads, all your bonuses, you can actually follow along and learn at your own pace after each module is released. Okay, now, each lesson is delivered in video and there's associated downloads, there's workbooks, which means you can replay them anytime. Okay, and you'll be able to work on them in the comfort of your couch, on the comfort of your couch. We also have just a series of live sessions to help you get kick-started, okay, over the course of the 4 weeks, right? And you'll be able to get the replays. And then I also want this to be an easy decision for you to make. So I want you to have everything you need to get started. Remember, this is to get you started, okay? When you're ready to continue with power, we're going to help you. So there's more that we're giving in addition to the curriculum. I'm just including some additional foundational and advanced bonuses. The first one is an invite to our next members only retreat to be held in Diani, Kenya in May 2021. Okay, these are typically only for our members, but you get a special invite when you sign up. You get an email with details of how to access this bonus as soon as you complete your program. Okay. Next, you're going to get a special workshop with the 2 top financiers that facilitate financing in your country of origin, if that's where you'd like to invest. So if you're Kenyan or South African or Ghanaian or Ugandan or from Rwanda, this is for you. Have you ever wondered how other investors have financed their property investments? Well, this is how. In addition to the case studies that I talked about earlier, we will also be giving you the top tips to get business financing within your first year of operation and what to do to make this process stress-free. Okay, this program, it'll be available once you've completed the main program. And then finally, you're also going to get 1 year's access to a brand new, I'm so excited about this, Real Estate Baraza. It's a members-only community of people in real estate development who are also investors, where you can broker deals and make partnerships and help the best of what's out there. It's another key aspect of the financing we spoke about, where when you're struggling to get your idea off the ground and what you need are people to invest in it, or take a manageable part of a smaller investment opportunity, this is perfect. So you're going to be actually getting to put into practice how to structure partnerships, allow you to come together with other like-minded people and investors. So you don't have to wait another day, but you can get going. Because when we go alone, we can go fast, but when we go together, we go far, right? So this access will be available once you complete your program investment, okay? So how long will this take? All of us are busier than ever, and we're concerned about our time. Maybe you're wondering if you have the time to complete the course and just how long it's going to take. The good news is the course is available 24/7 after each module is released. So, you set your own schedule. You can take as much time as you want, and the actual amount of time it will take you to complete the course material depends on your own individual learning style and pace, okay? Now, I 100% guarantee you that when you do the work, you will be able to find and analyze deals and know how to make the most profitable investments. Plus, you will have access to the networks that you need. That's it. If that's you, then we'd like to extend an invitation to you to join us. Okay? You will absolutely not regret this. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you have no property, it doesn't matter if you have no idea how to do this. I am going to be giving you the exact steps, walking you through it, so that by the end of this training, by the way, the outcome we expect that you will have is, number one, a specific deal that's viable and worthy of making you $2,000, $5,000 per month, including that the marketing to differentiate yourself from the rest of the market. Number two, a very specific market to target for your investment. And number three, a mapped out game plan for acquiring your property, financing it, setting it up, and servicing it in just a few hours per week from anywhere in the world. Okay? Now, the investment for starting six-figure property investments is $647 normally. However, for a limited time, we're making it $397. Okay, it's the exact same framework a client is using to get $4,000, $10,000 a month. However, you can also do it in 3 installments of $167. Now, if you think of joining us, just see the cost that this will save you alone. $12,000 cost of paying an apartment that doesn't get you the revenue you like a year, or $2,000 on lawyers' fees because you know what, an agreement you started didn't fly, or $24,000 on maybe premium real estate coaching in other countries, but which is not really specific to Africa, where you can't find things like Zillow and all sorts of sites. Or maybe $5,000 it'll save you from maybe paying an interior designer who doesn't deliver. True story. And maybe the revenue that you could lose, which is $12,000 plus if you selected the wrong property, or even negotiated with your landlord without using our tested and proven negotiation script. Now, this total comes to over $83,000. Finally, tell me, what would be different in your life 6 months from now if you decided not to sign up for this program? It's probably nothing, right? To make progress, the only way to get different results is to take different actions. You do that by investing in this program. I'll actually walk you through step by step the process of getting your fast 6-figure investment started. So follow what I'm going to show you and you'll make progress. That's why I absolutely guarantee results for you. Okay? Now, the registration period will be closing in 4 days, okay? And so when this time has hit 0, and we do this so that we can cater to all the new members that will sign up and then make sure they're kicked off and they're running. Plus, we'll never offer this at this price again. It's kind of similar to how you want to do a college class. Once registration is complete, everyone can begin that class together, and I make myself available to support you, okay? We can't really have it open all the time. It will get complicated and confusing, especially trying to support people going through different parts of this program. So the deadline to register is in 4 days at midnight Eastern Standard Time in the US. And make sure that you sign up when this, I'll put actually the specific date. So as you try to make the decision, just know this. If you're feeling overwhelmed with trying to get started on your property investment, or you're struggling with all the different options that exist of these amazing opportunities, it's okay, it's normal. The challenging part for most of us is that we try to manage all of this in addition to all the other responsibilities we have in our lives, okay? And life is an ongoing competition for your time and attention. It's a competition that you rarely win, but it doesn't have to be that way, okay? Right now, ask yourself this, right? What is important in your life right now? What do you want to achieve in the months ahead? What goals do you have just related to your financial future, that of your family, owning property, having cash flow from it, that keep getting pushed to the back burner? Because you have an opportunity to do something about this right now, today. And guess what? When you've been able to achieve this, your life is going to never look the same again. Just like the stories that I shared with you of Maureen and Esther and Jacqueline and Peter, and some of them that are down on the page. Starting 6-figure property investment, it's a program that I know can transform your investment journey. You've been waiting long enough, and waiting is not going to get you to your goal. So if this video series resonates with you, then I invite you to say yes. Yes to cash flow from property. Yes to owning a property that you desire. Yes to building your real estate empire. And let this be the beginning of your 6-figure property investment journey, okay? I look forward to being your guide along the way. Click the button below and register now, and I'll see you inside the program.